The Kithul plant, scientifically known as Caryota urens, is a native to Sri Lanka and is also found in over 50 countries worldwide. The technique of Kithul tapping is unique to Sri Lanka and is not practiced elsewhere. Traditional Kithul tapping begins with the careful selection of a suitable Kithul tree bearing in a well-developed Kithul flower. Rituals and beliefs around the preparation of the Kithul flower often performed on auspicious days like Sundays. The tall stature of the Kithul tree, reaching about 15 to 20 meters, necessitates the creation of a ladder-like structure to climb called harrow. The initial stage involves cutting and removing 2 to 3 shapes from end of the Kithul flower, which typically measures between 3 to 7 feet in length and 8 to 10 inches in diameter. The exposed flower is left into air for 2 to 4 days until its flower enter a light green color. At sunrise, the remaining shapes are removed and traditional medicinal practices involved making a half-inch hole in the Kithul flower and placing it on a prepared medicine. This medicine, made by their traditional knowledge using common Sri Lanka spices, pepper, chili, cumin seeds, turmeric. After traditional materials like arikali from the betel nut tree and plant-based tree bark are used to wrap around the flowers. Wherein based in availability, Meera, a sap collected 3 times a day, is used to produce Kithul Treacle over the chadi. Kithul flower cutting occurs 3 times a day, in the morning, afternoon and evening. The remaining flowers are washed thrice and a jar is hung to collect sap drops from the Kithul flower's end. This collected sap, known as Meera, is brought home and used to make Kithul Treacle or Kithul Jaggery. Yielding 1 bottle of Treacle from every 8 bottles of sap, boiling sap can take between 6 to 12 hours. With traditional wood, stoves often used for this purpose. Typically, housewives or older individuals oversee this task, ensuring the proper boiling of the treacle. The process of making Kithul Treacle involves boiling the collected Kithul sap until it reaches a thick syrup consistency. This boiling process is typically conducted over a wood fire, allowing the sap to gradually reduce and caramelize. As the sap thickens, it develops a rich golden brown color and a distinctive caramel flavor. Once the desired consistency is achieved, the treacle is carefully removed from the heat and left to cool before bottling. The process of making Kithul Jaggery begins by boiling the collected Kithul sap until its thickness and attains a sticky consistency. This boiling is typically done in large open pans over wood fire. As the sap thickness is transferred into molds or containers where it solidifies into block-like coconut shell. Once cooled and solidified, the Kithul Jaggery is removed from the molds and is ready to consumption. The use of traditional medicine during flower preparation, climbing process, and treacle conversion to boiling and jaggery making. Preserving Kithul as intangible cultural heritage is crucial for future generations. The knowledge system associated with traditional Kithul tapping can be recognized as one of the most unique knowledge systems found in Sri Lanka.